A very good evening to Sir Ritish and my fellow friends. We are from group 3. We are which are myself, David Arshan, Apis, Adam Zaim, and Daniel Hamdi. We are going to present Palm and Palm Hate from your okay. Next, for introduction, I will be presenting. So, what is Palm? Rudimentary sort of pump was one of the first pieces of powered machinery invented at the outside of the industrial period. Since then, the pump has evolved into an infinite number of varieties, sizes, and applications. A pump is a mechanical device that moves a fuel, which is liquid or gas, through a pipeline or hose. They are also used to generate pressures by forming a suction by using particle vacuum, causing the fuel to rise the higher altitude. A pump in a mechanism of or P or piece of mechanical equipment used to elevate liquid from low to high levels, to flow liquid from low to high pressure areas, or to act as a booster in a piping network system. Pumps primarily transform the mechanical energy of the motor into fuel flow energy. Pump can also be employed in processes requiring high hydraulic pressure. This is seen in heavy-duty machinery. Heavy-duty machinery sometimes necessitates a high discharge pressure and low suction pressure. Fuel Fuel will be leave from a given depth due to low pressure on the suction side of the pump. However, strong pressures on the discharge side of the pump will drive fuel to lift till it reaches the desired height. Uh, the next part for introduction is pump head. What exactly is pump head or simply head? The head is the highest point at which a pump can move fuel against gravity. The simplified example is a vertical pipe going straight up from the discharge outlet. A 5M8 pump will push fuel up the 5M pipe from the discharge outlet. Seriously, a greater pressure pump can provide more heat and pumping the water higher. However, the height of the fuel in the tank exists its own force, which is referred to as heat. The amount of water can be pumped up the pipe is determined by the height of the water in the tank. Another word for the height of the fuel in the tank that affects the heat is total heat. The total heat is calculated by subtracting the heat in the vertical discharges pipe from the level of water in the tank. When the amount of water in the discharge tank rises, so so does the heat in the discharge pipe. Because the water level in the tank is lower when the level is lower, the heat is reduced. Manufacturers cannot provide an accurate level of the heat since they do not know how much water will be in the tank. No matter how much air is in the tank, the total heat will remain constant. However, the water level in the tank will affect the discharge pipe head. That's all from me. Thank you for listening my presentation. And next will be Hafiz.
Okay, thank you, Dave. So now I will present about literature review of pumps and pump. Total head is more accurate indicator of pump performance than pressure. Total head is calculated by subtracting the total discharge head from the total suction head, which is determined as height above sea level. Changing the suction level changes the potential pressure of the liquid. The more the pressure produced by the pump, the greater the head. Okay, that's all for me. I will pass to the Daniel Hamdi for the next slide.
Okay, thank you, Apis. This is my part. There's a few benefits of pump. There is no leak in the pump since there is no drive seal. Second, fractional losses are extremely little. Third, the pump construction is straightforward. Nearly no noise. And last, least wear in comparison to others. Next. The following are some drawback of pump. Number one, extra framing PP requires cannot be able to work height head, cannot deal with height viscous fluid. Next. About compression, head which can be defined in meter of feet is simply the height to which a pump can lift fluid. Pump is fluid independent, that is regardless of the fluid density. The pump will lift it to the same height. Pressure, on the other hand, is fluid dependent and is affected by gravity. The head measurement will be lower if the suction level is lower, and vice versa. How much friction need to be taken into account is the net crucial factor. The total head is calculated as the product of friction, loose and head. The head will be higher the more pressure the pump produces. Next. Okay, statistic, the head of a water pump is the highest height to which it can push water against gravity. The pressure that a pump can produce increases with increasing pump head. A pump capacity will increase with the height of the liquid in the tank because of the heat that the liquid exerts on the water as it is pumped up the pipe. Okay, next I will be passed to Adam.
Okay. The conclusion, the higher the water level in the discharge tank, the more heat is generated by the pump. Pressure depends on the fluid and is affected by the gravity. Because the head is fluid-free, the pump will elevate the fluid to the same height regardless of the fluid's relative density. However, in the absence of gravity, pressure will still be present in the fluid. Pressure of fluid can be increased by decreasing the velocity, increasing the temperature, which is in case of gases, or exerting an external force on it. Gravity contributes by acting as the external force, usually seen as the elevation head in Bernoulli's equation. The pressure exerted at the very bottom of tube filled with fluid on Earth due to effects of gravity is equal to density of fluid multiply height of the fluid column multiply acceleration due to gravity. Now, consider a chamber filled with air moving through space and assume that gravitational force is negligible. The air pressure inside is due to the temperature of air, not due to an external force. If you were to reduce the temperature, the pressure will drop, and at absolute zero, which is negative 273.15 degrees Celsius, the pressure will drop to zero. Lastly, the pressure inside a balloon, a bubble, is not because of gravity. It's there because of the force exerted by the molecule of air on the walls of the balloon or the bubble. That is in fact a function of temperature. Okay, that's all. Thank you.